All right, all right, all right. Look, we got 56 thumbs up and 58 people in the room. Can we please mash on it for a 2020 and a good year? How about that, guys? Guys, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, okay? Let me know if everything's working out loud and clear, if we're all good. All right. Looks like we're doing good, guys. Okay, so what a wild end to a journey, huh? I'll tell you what, it's been a crazy one. Let's start off with a little bit of ground rules first, okay? First off, ground rules is I'm going to send out some thank yous to everybody. Regardless of what goes on in any other chat rooms and stuff, I could give a crap less about that. You guys know that I accept people for how they act towards me. I could give a shit less, whatever they're doing in any other room, all that kind of stuff. So, any disrespect and any stuff that's written about the people that have supported me and the people who have helped me out along the way will immediately be taken out of the room. It's going to be unacceptable. With that being said, I got a lot of thank yous, okay? It's been over 2.5 years since I left home and commenced with one of the most epic nervous breakdowns that you could possibly have in losing your mind, to the point where I literally thought that I was dead, you know. And I made it out of that, guys, to the point where I feel good. I feel like I could go back into the workforce. Hell, I feel like I could even do power line work again, even with all the PTSD that I had from that. And I have. I've been doing temp work and going back out and doing that kind of stuff. And so to be able to, for me to be able to do that without obviously the need of prescription drugs or a mental hospital, I would say myself as personally is pretty badass. But I couldn't have done that had it not have been for people who were there, who didn't turn their back on me, who didn't give up, who didn't shy away from me because of people had said about them, for helping me, things like that. And here we are. We're back at home. I've gotten to see my kids almost every day. I've got the wonderful blessings of my wife, Kara. And she is 100% full support for me being here. And, of course, invited me back into their life. So thank you for that. And so the people that I really want to thank for this along the way is first, I want to give a big shout out to Kara, and that is for being the wife that I always wanted. Now, guys, when I say this, you know that I've been through a lot, and we've been through a lot. But as far as through sickness and through health, we had a great relationship until she had cancer, and then we didn't. And I look back on all of the love that she gave me and the fact that she was so wonderful to me and so good over the years, that it kept that in my heart. It kept that in my mind and my heart to know that that's what I was really fighting for. Even with all the stuff that's happened over the last year, 2 years, it's what I always wished for and always wanted. And so she kept that hope alive even when she made me fight for it. She knows the type of person I am, that I want to prove people wrong or whatever, and that she she set that example over the years that made me want to come back to. So thank you for that. Secondly, I want to thank artist known as Cal Sherpa, because he came out and judgment free, always wanted to see me get back to my family and my kids. That's always been his mission. You know, when I got off track, or when I felt like I wanted to give up, or when I felt like it was not going to work, he was always there to say, remember, that's your original mission. That's what you're trying to do, you know, and don't give up on that. Even the times when I'm like, Cal, you don't understand, it's not going to work, you know, it's just, she doesn't want me back, you know. He gave me the courage and the influence to go back there. Secondly, I want to thank, as you guys know of, Trix Malone, aka Annie Stacy. She was the only person that really and truly understood me to the point where she could hurt me. You know, where she knew me well enough to where, hey, truth hurts. If she says it, I pretty much kind of have to believe it, you know. And I was lucky enough in my life to be able to meet this person and to know that she's a real person and that she's wonderful, you know. And I also want to thank her for, during this whole time, being a good friend and a supporter of Kara, and I can't thank you anymore for that, and thank you very much. Secondly, I want to thank Toby the Clamper, okay, Rusty Relics. He has always given me an opportunity to do something fair for him, giving us that work when we went through there, supporting us, giving me things that he knew that I needed for my journey, just and listened, you know, never really gave me his opinions and such, and just really truly listened to what was going on. So, you know, I can't thank you enough, Toby. You're awesome. Okay. I want to thank Deborah. Deborah came and picked me up, and you know, when I needed to leave and when I needed to go, and you know, no questions, no judgment. She came and she got me, and you know, she brought me food and she brought me water and she brought me things that I would need. And she has always been there. She's always been somebody who I've been able to call and talk to when I felt like I didn't have anybody. And she was somebody who I can't say anymore. She's been there. She's always been there. And she's been a good woman. And I thank you so much for that, Deborah. Thank you. I also want to thank Kathy Jones. Kathy Jones, over the years, has been there. And she has not only financially supported me, but also mentally supported me, and been a good friend. And she helped me with my bus ticket and bought my bus ticket for me to get me back to Texas to be able to see my kids. I know you guys got a lot of questions and such. The chat's going pretty fast, but we're going to answer those here in a little bit. This is a Q&A. First, we're going to do the thank yous, most importantly. I also want to thank Tyram for also being there in the times that I needed him. Mentally and helping me cash, get money while I was in Mexico, and being there quick. You know, he came to help me with phones. He came and helped me with a lot of things. Tyram, I love you a lot, and you're a good man. brother. And you shine a good example, and your example has definitely inspired me in that aspect. And so I want to thank you for that. I also want to thank Ethel Mertz. She has, with her wonderful attitude and her excitement all the time and support, always made me feel like I was, really made me feel like I was special, even in the times when I didn't. And she has also lended financial support, and that is really wonderful. I appreciate you for that. She has been an absolute support, free of judgment, and I want to thank you for that. Thank you very much, Ethel. I want to thank Mad Mac for also being there and listening to me when I came out to the slabs, and listening to the things that were on my mind and what it was that I was talking about, and the struggles that I was going through, and you really handled it like you could only hope that people will, and that's with a straight mind, straight face, lack of judgment, and in a good opinion, and this is coming from a guy who's had mixed opinions about me in the past. Always been a good supporter, but sometimes didn't know what to believe, and he took me for face value, and he stood up for me in his chats, and I appreciate that. I also want to thank somebody who's not a subscriber, but a friend of mine that whenever I came to Texas, he, doors wide open, invited me into his home, has known me for years. I've known this kid since he was like 13 years old. And, he's got a girl at the house, he's got a kid, grown up, who's 13 now, and he gave me the straight up, like, hey Zane, let's be straight now, dude. You running from anybody or anybody looking for you? I just gotta know, Hey, anybody that knows me might ask that question every now and then, and let me crash at his place, let me come in, and made me feel welcome and at home. It's hard. The older you get, the smaller your circles get, and it's you never know who your real friends are until you need help, and he's there, and even to this minute is still contacting me, texting me, and calling me, making sure that I'm okay, that I'm not getting caught out in the rain, all this kind of stuff. I do also want to thank Country. Country was I don't want to insult her by calling her a mother figure, but a mother figure / friend who looked out for me at the slabs when I didn't have anybody else to look for. Y'all know that was Mac's mama. She was a great woman, and she did believe in me. And I hope that we can be friends someday. And I really appreciate you, Country, and I'm glad that you were there. I also want to thank Priscilla Priswick, Miss Priswicket, for giving me that chance in life, taking that chance on me, and seeing that I could be a better person and helping me to get sober, healthy, and happy. She is an above wonderful person, deserves somebody much, much greater than I am, as I'm sure all of you thought. And out of everybody, I don't think I could be sitting here right now talking to you guys if it wasn't for her. Y'all know that I was starting to lose faith and starting to lose hope, and I was drowning that out down in Mexico. And thank you very much, Chris Wiggett, for that. I love you and thank you. Okay, so and I also want to thank Robin Banks. She supported us several times through our adventures, and has also been one of those people with extreme positivity to the point that she made me feel good, you know, even when I couldn't. And so I want to thank you for that. Y'all know my memory and mind is shot out. There are lots of people out there who helped along the way, helped get us to this point. And this is the point that we've been trying to get to this whole time. Kara to let me back into her heart, the children's heart, and to give me that trust again to know that I'm going to be here and I'm going to be the dad that they need after she's gone. And I'm going to do everything I can to do that. And I'm going to honor and respect the gift that Priscilla has given me through the courage and strength to stay sober. And I'm going to give her that respect, and I'm going to pass that gift on to my wife and children who so desperately need that right now. And I'm not going to let that slip, guys. It's been this long. We're here. We have good things coming. We have good things happening. And I couldn't ask for any more. So, with that note, guys, give a thumbs up if you haven't already. Mash that thumbs up for everybody that helped get me back to that original goal, that original mission, which was to be here in Texas, be by my wife's side, and to be a father in my children's life in the future here as these wild and insane changes happen. You know, so mash that thumbs up for that, if you will. And let's go on. I'm going to let you guys flow with this. I know that there's a lot of questions that you guys probably have that y'all would love to know the answer to. There's a couple things surrounding that, and one is that I'm going to ask you to go ahead and be absolutely respectful to Kara. She may or may not be willing to answer questions directed towards her. We have both accepted our faults in the past, and there will be no argument coming from me against her, and hopefully vice versa. So we are willing to answer some of those questions, though with that being said, some of the harder questions that people could ask, I'm going to ask that you guys donate to the cause. I made a decision coming back into their life that I would in a way, shamelessly use my platform, because this is all that I have, along with working and everything else, to help her in this current situation. And her last prognosis is, 1 to 6 months. It is, we are at that stage. If you were to see her, you might think that she looks very, 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 very ill. And I believe that she probably wanted to reach out to me before, as the same way I did too, but maybe felt that all hope was lost and didn't, until Christmas. I spent that time in Christmas over in Bakersfield by myself. Was I depressed about it? It is what it is. My family's dead. It is what it is. I don't have anybody to just show up on their doorstep at Christmas. But she reached out to me the day before Christmas, and of course under a different account, different name, and I knew that it was her. I could feel it in my heart, and I knew that it was her, and it was. And she apologized for the things that she did in the past, whether that was things that were misrepresented, emotionally charged, accusations, things like that. And I also have apologized to her, and I am happier than ever to have the honor to be a part of her last days in life, and to do what it is that I've always wanted to do since before the day that I had to leave. And as some of you may remember, I've talked about it in the past, and that is to repay her from all the years that she gave to me, and my love now that she's accepted it back, and her love that she's given to me, and to be by her side till the end. And have my children see that I loved their mother. And to not be mistaken what that kind of bond is. Do I wish I could have done better? Yes. Do I wish that even years after her verbally rejecting me, do I wish I'd have been man enough just to stay there and wait it out? Yes. But I also know that the man that I was then was not as prepared for this tragedy as I am now. And I know that now I'm ready to handle this, and I can do it. I know to the core of my soul that I can do this, and that I will be able to be that parent for my children. So I also want to tell you guys, I've noticed there's been some super chats rolling through. I did try my hardest off super chat. Not to say that your donation's going to waste, but I am having issues with AdSense again. So, with that being said, before we get into the straight question and answer, and I start answering your questions, I'm going to state several things. Shamelessly, this is a fundraising mission. I am here in Texas. I am homeless. I have a temporary job app where I can go and do labor. I am waiting for those calls. We have lots of stuff going out, but I have no place for the kids to be able to come and see me, and won't for a while. Under normal circumstances, I could see that this is, no big deal, time, wait your moment, it'll happen. But with the progression of her illness, I feel like we are running out of time, and I'm doing everything that I can. So, without a straight up asking for donations, I am offering the booty of what I got in Bakersfield. That is why I went there, was to bring something of value with me so that I could either sell on the streets here while I'm waiting for a job, or do anything it is possible that I could possibly do. And as you guys know, I hit a jackpot in shark's teeth out there in Bakersfield. It wasn't without lack of work. We dug 13-foot pits. We did it all, and we went hard on it. So I am offering those to you guys. If somebody doesn't mind, if I got a mod out there that doesn't mind reposting that eBay link, it is in the description. It is this is what I got, guys. That's all I got to offer. And I can promise you they are child labor free. Can't say they're not slave labor free, but they are child labor free. And they are very unique shark's teeth. They are not like your Moroccan shark's teeth, and I pulled them out of the ground myself. So that's on eBay there. And I've got everything, teeth from $15, and I've got all the way up to $15 necklaces to I've got a tooth on there for $150. My all-time best museum quality tooth, it's there. I also do, for those of you guys that, maybe want to give more, maybe want to help out, I also have PayPal, and it is in the description. And this is specifically at this point in time for me to be able to get into a place. And I'm even okay with a hotel. We got a place nearby here that's a furnished, 1-bedroom, 400 square foot studio hotel, and it is $790 a month. And I could be able to have Kara there. She stays at her mother-in-law's. I am still not, at this point in time, welcome in mother-in-law's, and that's okay. So I don't have a place to go and really be inside with the kids. We only get to go to the park, we get to do this, we get to do that. So, that's my soapbox, guys. My soapbox, that's where I'm at. If there was ever a time, by God, we were at the end of this mission, and this is, I ask you from the bottom of my heart, to please see it in your heart to help during this process. And anybody that does, of course, even if they don't buy off of eBay, will get a shark's tooth. Now, with that being said, we're 29 minutes in here. Let's get started with some Q&A. First question I see that pops up, we're going to answer. Okay? Is that big stash of weed still in Mexico? Considering the stuff's pretty much worthless in Mexico, I wouldn't be surprised. They might have just left it there. Rick Sanchez, question, have you ever realized that you could probably have been eaten by a mountain lion? Yes. There's two philosophies on that, and that is because I've spent a lot of time sleeping in bear country. And that is, hey, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. And two is that not very many animals want to mess with somebody else while they're sleeping. Let's see if I can read your name. Rekshek Thrills. Rekshek Thrills? What happened with Pris? Pris is from a different reality. I'm from a different reality. Our two realities may never have been able to mix. And on top of that, there was never a night when I went to sleep and closed my eyes and thought about the person that I'm in love with that I didn't see Kara. And so that's what happened with her. Booker K, how far am I away from Kara? I'm actually probably within about 2 miles. What's the next adventure? Next adventure is getting a place, working a job, and being a dad. And preparing to be able to take my children when it's time. We are soon upon losing one parent and having a single parent. And during that process, Alex Rodriguez, is I'm going to be showing you guys and exploiting all of my knowledge on North Texas fossils, while also taking side trips and going to do some treasure hunts that are around here. We're also going to include urban treasure hunting like magnet fishing, canal fishing, metal detecting, things like that. Okay. But right now, the adventure is becoming a dad. Dan Savage wants to know if we are back together. When you have love like we have and you've been together as long as we have, truly inside in your heart and your soul, we're never apart. Circumstances in life and physical circumstances, yes, kept us away from each other. But I can tell you right now that there is no person in this world that I love more and that I would rather spend such a time with than Kara Greene. And I thank you so much for bringing me back. Brass Monkey, do I still love you guys? Of course I still love you guys. You guys were here when nobody else was. Softail still got my chaps. I'm coming to get them chaps. How did the coin hunting go? Coin hunting went great. During the time, that was kind of my contribution to the Alaska adventure. When we went up to Alaska, we made over, let's see, we probably broke 3,100. I think over 3,000 for sure. But about $3,100 in sales along the way, the entire time that we were gone in Alaska, on the coins that we got before we left. So that worked really good. What's the eBay account? Snizzy. It is in the description, if you don't mind checking that out. It is in Zane's Coins and Treasures on eBay. Will I get another pup? Maybe, not right now. Did Cuervo try and do any butt stuff? No, not with me. He did remember the story about, he did say that he tried it with one of those he-she's at whatchamacallits, at Mexicali, and he did say that it was interesting. And I am telling you guys right now, anybody that hasn't mashed that thumbs up button, please go and mash that thumbs up right now. Who's your favorite person? Fury, Fury, or Fury? Fuck you, Fury. Zane, have you considered stripping? Cindy wants to know. Of course you would ask that. Male strippers for bridal showers make a lot of money, just an idea. How many of you ladies have thought about powder stripping? When you think of a stripper, do you think about powder showing up at your house? Dan, didn't I divorce Kara? Kara had initiated a divorce. She had told me that she wanted a divorce way back when I was at the slabs, that she was, done, and that she wanted a divorce. as talking to her, she never pursued that the rest of the way. And I thank goodness for that. And so, no, never officially. Let's see. Where is the dog? The dog is with Priscilla. Priscilla had said many times, "That's my dog. I feed that dog." She did. She's the one who put the food in the bowl. But I'm going to tell you right now, hey, taco salad, he came from fighting for survival out in the middle of the desert to living on the fat hog on a couch and watching TV, hanging out with a girlfriend, French kissing her girlfriend, his girlfriend, and eating insanely expensive dog food. She spoils her dog. I mean, he's got the best treats, the best dog food, and he's got a girlfriend. And as much as I couldn't stand that damn dog that she had, dude, I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, dude, listen, any of you guys that think you want to go out and get a fucking blue heeler or anything like that, I'm telling you right now, it is a bad, bad dog. I don't say that about too many dogs. But genetically speaking, that is a bad dog. It's in their instincts and within their nature to bite you. Like that's what they got to do. You move too fast, they bite you. Heal you. And so anyway, but hey, she bites him, he likes it. Let's see, where are we at? Thank you, Kathy, for that. Kathy just posted the PayPal. If you would like to, anybody in here that would like to see me in an apartment, working a job, taking care of the kids, getting ready for that and being able to do something. And I'm not even adding in the fact that, yeah, would I love to do something special for Karen this time? Yeah, I would love to do that. But there you go. That's how you can do it. Rick Sanchez, question, is it true that your Alaska van was faster than the 18 van? Oh, Rick. Can you get a job through your union local there? Well, one, there is no union local here. And two, it is true. I did, I let some things go with my license and the DUI. I can't. I tried to get a job back with the Tina Keith. Look above. We just answered that question. Maybe rewind about 3 minutes. And Walmart to Walmart is how I got it wrong. Ethel, I love you, girl. There you go. Let's go ahead and say that. Hold on, let me answer that question. Yeah, union local. I'm gonna have to get my driver's license back, so that's something I got to work on. Hey, I got some hard hurdles. Big B, the casual one. What job are you looking for? I will do anything right now. Anything. I'm out there doing day labor. That's what I'm doing at the moment is day labor. You're talking to a guy that, had a 6-figure job, getting insane money with the best benefits, and I'm going to do anything I possibly can right now. So I don't give a shit if I'm running a fucking shovel in a ditch somewhere. Hey, I like using a shovel. Ethel Mertz, post an email. Let me go ahead and tell you guys also, because Ethel has stated that Walmart to Walmart is how she rolls. I am anybody who can't work the PayPal or can't order something off of eBay. We are in zip code 76110, Fort Worth, Texas. That's 76110, Fort Worth, Texas. You can send something to, Western Union, MoneyGram, whatever it is that you choose, and I will make that journey over there. And anybody who donates anything through PayPal, Western Union, tell me if you do not want to be given credit for it, because I will give you credit for it. I'm going to let everybody know. Red says, I need an apartment, not a hotel. Yes, you're right. This hotel over here is like basically a studio efficiency apartment. It actually has a separate bedroom. I do need one, though, of course, with my history over the last several years, it is going to be hard to find one. Why can't I live at Kara's? Because she lives with her mother-in-law, and you know how that goes. Tina, you know I didn't lose the dog. Look up at the last, just go rewind a little bit. Okay, Phil, Hoey, how am I going to do all that looking after my children and a sick wife? Some of you guys know that that's how we got in this whole mess in the first place. When I first tasted some success in YouTube and I was making good money, I was fully aware at the time that there is no such thing as a single parent lineman. That the reality of that is I'd have to get a rent-a-wife and either never be at home while I took care of some woman that was taking care of my children back at home, or I'd have to have them in a trailer with me, also with a rent-a-wife while I was on the road. And so that's what brought us to the making the money through YouTube. Things were going good, blah, 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 things happen. And that's where we're at right now. My plan is to be the best dad that I can be by being happy being me. By being happy being me, not being miserable. You guys know that I've dealt with substance abuse in the past many times, addiction, and coping with being stuck and unhappy is not something that I'm best at. And I've decided that part of my recovery plan is being happy. And that means that if it's going on adventures, collecting rocks, selling rocks, making videos, seeking private sponsorship, all the above. That sorry, I got the hiccups. That's what I'm going to do. So we're going to do everything that we can. We're going to work temp work so that I can still have off those days when I need to go with her to the hospital, when I can do all that kind of stuff, be there with her, and days that I don't want to work or can't work, I won't. And I've got a few $1,000s in shark's teeth. I've got several hundred. You guys see I got 21 listed or 22 listed on eBay. I've got 300, So we're going to go that route. We're going to be doing eBay. We're going to be really trying to, sell treasure, hunt treasure, sell treasure, and work when we need to work as much as possible. But first and foremost, be able to be there for the kids and with her. So, it might not be the life that I always looked forward to, and the one that Kara wanted when she saw that we were so close to being, a power lineman and making that stupid money. But there's things that are more important than money, and right now that's being a good dad, being a good example, and having my arms around my children and being by Kara's side. Any good arrow hunting in area? Yeah, potentially so. East Texas is supposed to be good. William Pacala, my man. William been around since long days ago. William, you're awesome, man. Yeah, William, I'm gonna hit you up, buddy. I would love it. I'd love to hit a good sweat, man. I haven't. Come back to Arizona, most likely. Softail Harley. I'm a little bit back, but I'm going to answer every question, guys. Okay, so if you want, slow down with the questions. We are probably about 10 minutes behind in the chat for questions. How long are you going to be around here? Or are you going traveling? No, Softail. I am here. I am here until I am a legal parent of my children and that I have, a steady income and that am I still interested in coins? Most definitely. You know that. That's one of the easiest treasures that you can possibly get in day-to-day life is coins. Booker K, thank you for the healing prayer. Beninia wants to know where am I sleeping. I am sleeping on the streets. I am sleeping. I have friends. I could knock on doors and get in somewhere, but the reality of it is I don't know how long I'm going to have to be here, and I got to work my way out. Even if I was to get a full-time job tomorrow, it could take weeks before I could get off the streets. So, am I trying to wear out my welcome anywhere? No. Like my buddy's house, I stayed there 2 nights, told him peace out. He has a hard time understanding, like, hey, I'd love you to stay, like, where are you going? It is what it is, man. I love you guys here, and, don't think anything less of it. I'm not here to impose, and I'm not, going to wear out my welcome, and I appreciate my friends here that let me knock on your door. Did I ever clear my warrants? We are in the process of doing that as best that we can. So we are in that process. Need to build a hobbit cave. I like that one. Take people blindfolded on hunting trips. Where's the dog? James, we already discussed the dog. Anybody wants to know about taco salad needs to rewind about 15 minutes or so. Story times in the future. Story times will be there. Will be coming up. As a matter of fact, Ethel, good idea about story time. Cal Sharp and I have been talking a lot since he's been on a lot of these adventures, and Cal is one of the few people that actually came out and met most of these people, and knew who they were. He's interacted. He's talked on the phone with Kara. He is, he was there when Space Cowboy was there. We are discussing doing a kind of a Cal and Zane rewind where we will go back and do a watch party over past videos and discuss those videos and discuss the videos, everything from rumors being said, what was really going on, thoughts in our head, things like that. And that's something that we are working on pulling together if anybody's interested. So, show your support for that in the comment section. Let us know if you are, if you think that's a great idea. Thank you, Digging Arizona. Let's see. Trying to catch up with the comments. It's true that Cal's coming out with own range of tight pants. Rick. What happened to the van? The van? It was Priscilla's. I did the work. She paid for the van. I'm not the type of guy to go out there and be like, but what about mine? All I left with was a backpack because, hey, she threw away my backpack, said it had diseases from Mexico and stunk, so I took the backpack. Yeah, lots of cool things, that she had bought me and stuff. But you know how it is after a relationship. She bought me lots of cool stuff, but after a relationship, it's all debatable, right? Do I want to be on Judge Judy trying to explain whether or not it was a gift or not? No. So I just gave her everything, left her everything. Left without clothes, left without a lot of important stuff, left without phone chargers, left without solar panels that I had, things that, I wish more than anything that I had. I mean, you guys know right now that more than anything that I've ever needed and ever wanted was that 40-watt solar panel, and I left it there. I didn't want any debate in her mind. I gave her everything I could. I worked while I was out and contributed to our, I bought our what do you call it, a ferry ticket back, which was over $2,000. I did the best that I could, but hey, when you got to walk out into the cold, you got to just walk out into the cold. Some things are more important, Let's see. I'm going to catch up with some comments. Thank you, Snizzy, for the eBay link. I heard that, Herb. You in North Texas. You in Dallas. Well, I'm 30 minutes away from you, so if you want to meet up, come meet up and stuff, Herb. But I'm going to have to give you a stank eye and shit for all that shit you've been talking. I know why you did it, but that's okay. I'm lucky to still have my ankles. You guys are way back there talking about the dog, huh? I'm lucky you still have my ankles. You're damn right. I'm lucky you still have my ankles, Rusty, because she tried to take it. Oh, Robin, you don't know no good healers. There's no such thing. Okay, let's see. Ja Love, I'm in Texas. No, Flat Pat. PayPal is working for me right now. The link is in the description. Flat Pat, it is there. And should be working. I believe so. Kara, I have a hard time getting on here at the same time without losing the stream. If you don't mind, I don't think you can log into mine. You can't log into it. But I'm going to go and I'll check it if anybody has any issues with it. But it is zanegreen.zg@gmail. And so, let's see. Question, Beninya, how is Kara's cancer? When she told me to come down, she told me that her last prognosis was 1 to 6 months. That they are about to give up on treatment and go to home hospice. I went with her to her appointment today. That is true. I actually got to give props to that doctor today. In the time that I was with her before and going to all her appointments, we had lots of doctors, and not very many were as straight up as her. You know, they hate to say that, you know, hey, things aren't going to work and stuff. But he was very straight up and was like, hey, look, you could still go with this one onslaught of chemo, but talking about quality of life, it's, you know, it's not going to help. So we'll be looking at hospice aspects. So she is on her last drug right now. It's an estrogen blocker. See, I'm trying to remember specifics of what they told me, like the actual mutations. There's all kinds of this mutation and that mutation and whatever the heck else is happening. But that's where it's at from now. You guys always knew that she was stage 4. There's no cure to stage 4, sort of an absolute miracle. And been yet to be afforded a miracle yet. So stage 4, that's where it's at. Did I say stage 2? No. Stage 4, that's where it's at. And, you know, and it's at the end of that cycle. So there's your answer to that. Going back to electrical, yes, I thought about that. Going back to electrical, if I can. Was Grandpa's barbacoa really that good? Yes. Grandpa's barbacoa is bad. See. Herb, I love you, bud. Attic Brats, he did give me a hard time. But he didn't just give me a hard time to breach the boundary there a little bit, Attic Brats. Herb, you're in Fort Worth. Well, get your ass over here, dude. Herb. Look up, trying to do this without screwing up too bad and having the cops show up. But, look up a Harbor Freight off of Granbury Road, Herb. If you show up over here, Herb, and go on this stream, dude, I will not only give you a fucking spanking on public for all the fucking nasty shit you done talked, but I'll also give you a high five for actually showing up, Herb. You're a good guy. I know you talked a lot of shit, but you know, you got that little bit of troll in you and shit, you know? You can't help yourself, you know? Got that little bit of 16-year-old in you that wants to go out there and troll some. Hey, but I'd love to see if you actually showed up over here. Karma is real. My flying signs. You dirty bastards know that I don't fly no motherfucking sign, dude. I went, instead of flying a sign, guys, you silly fucking bastards, I went out into the desert, dug a 13 fucking foot hole, and mined out of the ground shark's teeth and brought them all the way over here and wire wrapped them out of copper that's scrap copper. I straight up peeled the scrap copper and took that shit off of there and wired them with that. So it's, you know, so no, I'm not flying no motherfucking signs and shit. That's fucking dumb as fuck. I'll go out and dig a hole and sling some teeth to you guys. So instead of flying a sign, I'm flying one right now. You see this is right here, this sign? I don't know if you can read it, but it says, please donate to Zane Greene for the future mission cause. Check out PayPal in the description. Or buy a shark's tooth. In cam, worst fear for your life moment in Slabs, Mexico must have been a few. Worst fear for your life moment in Slabs in Mexico must have been a few. Yeah, there was a few. Actually, so many I can't even hardly think about that right now. Okay, I'll tell you what. Okay, I'm so far behind on the chat. I'm going and I'm hitting the front. Where are we at? Here we go. I'm in the front of the chat, guys. Sorry if your question got lost. Ask it again. You guys got way too ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get rid of somebody. I think I accidentally deleted somebody's comment or got rid of somebody. Oh, Rick Sanchez. Rick Sanchez, I didn't mean to do that, but that was an accident. Yep, I'm harvesting, rest in peace. I'm harvesting the copper for that necklace and just my, and so yeah, you know, it's, I don't know what you call it, recycled. So go buy a shark's tooth, okay? Go buy a shark's tooth, you know? Put Zane Greene in an apartment so he can have kids over there, you know? Hey, you do? I'll send you a picture of me and the kids in the apartment. Zane, does my heart feel better? First, I want to say yes, rest in peace, Big Mac. I love Big Mac. And actually, my son, he obviously been searching me up on YouTube. He asked me, he was like, so what happened to Mac? And then he's like, yeah, the last video I saw was burying my best friend, Mac. You did good, buddy. And I was like, oh, God, it made me almost want to cry. And when he said that, you did good, buddy. And I was thinking, like, for several reasons. One, I miss Mac. And for two, that, you know that he was out there searching me on YouTube. He knew that I was on YouTube, and he's searching me and was finding me and finding videos. So, Willy Wonka's My Heart Felt Better 100,000%. Is real smoking the weed still? Nope, not here in Texas. Marijuana is illegal in Texas. 181 in chat. Do you have enough teeth? Rodney, I got over 300 teeth. Hobo Army, baby. Copperhead Snakes. Prayers never hurt. Am I glad to be back on YouTube? Cause glad to see you back. Yeah, Joel, I am glad. You guys are the ones. Kmore Kenny! Kmore Kenny in the house, man. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Kmore Kenny. I knew I was forgetting somebody. Kmore Kenny, dude. For all them times she done came by, brought me MREs, hung out, and listened to me yak and give me some good advice. Man, I had a hell of a good time with you in Ocotillo, brother. And so I want to thank you a lot. Though I still have to say, you were responsible for that whole debacle that we had with Skid Plate and fucking Cuervo at the border. When Cuervo and I killed that fucking bottle of whiskey. Just want you to know, you're still responsible for that one. Love you, Kmart. Can I clarify that he died from a snake bite? Yes. That's what we have to most likely assume from the wounds on his leg and the fact of the swelling and all that kind of stuff. What about the 4 pounds of Shake Mexico cave? Maybe raffle off the location. There you go. Am I off the cigarettes? Yes. Alex, no more tobacco? When are we bringing Bonnie back to the USA? You think she really wants to go to the USA? I got some more horror stories of the road, and we'll share some of those. I got a lot more now, actually. When did I talk to Cuervo last? God, who knows? Long time ago. Cuervo was kind of like my mom, you know, back when she was alive. And that is, you can't talk to him after a certain time of the day, you know, because he'd be fucked up. No point in talking to somebody at that point in time. Cuervo died in '04. Evans Creek, you are here. All right, so we're caught up with the chat. Anybody that didn't get a question answered, go ahead and ask right now. This is your time. And on top of that, I want everybody to go over there, mash that thumbs up if you haven't already. And I want you guys to take it in your heart to consider if you have wished through this whole journey that I could just get back home and be with my kids and stuff, that yes, now is the time. And hey, maybe even Herb will prove me wrong. If Herb tries to come over here and say, hey, here I am, he's going to let you guys know I'm right here in Fort Worth, man. I'm right here in Fort Worth, you know, doing it and stuff. And you guys seen I'm fossil hunting with the kids. If you guys have a heart to want to help me with this process and help get me off the streets to help me do this, please consider donating to PayPal. If you'd like something for your donation instead of just giving away your money, go to eBay, buy a shark tooth, okay? Buy a shark tooth, all right? I got lots of shark teeth on there. Lots of shark teeth, guys. I got everything from one for $150, which is a museum quality 2-inch great white, you know, extinct form of great white shark on there, and that's museum quality. It's great. All the way down to I got $15 shark tooth necklace. So go over there and buy you a shark tooth, and let's see if we can see if I can't get in a place to live. Question: what did I learn from Press? Oh, Jesus. What did I learn from Press? Hey, I learned we're all here because we ain't all there. Let me just say that. I'll be nice about it. Look for Darnell Dre and Andre Treecastle can't see me. Were you ever near the location that the Mormon children and mothers were murdered this year? No. Yeah, I learned how to work out. Yeah, how to eat right, you know? Yeah. Will there be cell phones in bathtubs in this adventure, Joanne says. Yeah. Hopefully not. I played you like a chump, Herb. Come on, quit messing around and just get over here. Show up on the stream. Hey, I ain't got nothing wrong with you, Herb. I ain't gonna talk no shit. Besides, I seen all them bench presses you're doing. You're in way better shape than I am, dude. But just come over and say hi, dude. Come say hi. Come hit the chat. Like I said, Harbor Freight on Granbury Road. Harbor Freight, Granbury Road. Okay? And you'll see me. I'm right here trying to fucking do a stream. You'll see me. I love you, buddy. You all right? Maybe the hotel manager likes shark's teeth. Yeah, you're not kidding. You're not kidding. Alien, love you too, brother. We will meet again, buddy. I learned the alphabet from her. The alphabet. Oh, you guys are funny, dude. Thank you, Willy Wonka, for that compliment. Fort Worth has good barbecue and tacos. Yes, it does. One of the best places to get barbecue is this place over here called Barbecue with a View. And we've got the Railhead here. We got, let's see, what's the other one? There's another barbecue place my grandparents used to take me to. Herb equals Charles. No, he ain't. Oh, Herb, what do you mean you're parked up for the night? What does that mean? You're already drunk and shit? Get your ass over here, man. It's fucking, what time is it, dude? 8 o'clock? I mean, I knew you was old, but I didn't think you was that old. You're parked up for the night. What the fuck, Herb? That means Herb be drinking and shit, dude. That means Herb just popped a fucking fifth and shit in the Walmart parking lot in his fucking car. What's up, Carlos Z? Should I ever give Pris mustache rides? What do you mean give them? She made me. Oh God, shut up, Nick. You had any run-ins? What do you think? A girl that wears a fucking competition bikini and shit? You had run-ins with corrupt police in any of my travels? Actually, thank God not. No, Elijah, I honestly haven't. Snizzy gonna meet up with Zane? Oh yeah, we gonna meet up. Sniz and I are gonna meet up. Thanks, Alien. Alien, you're the man, dude. You're the man, dog. I love you, buddy. You're good. Hold on, because we're in a public place, guys. Here we go. Charles! Where are you, Charles? Charles! Where you at with my herb, Charles? Heard you had some free herb for me, Charles. Will says visit the East Coast, possibly. That was funny, huh? Yeah, I'll be around in the morning. Come on by and we'll do a, I knew that was you, Alex. You don't get it, dude. Hey, you gotta touch your pants every now and then. He's honking his horn. How's Alaska? Micah, Alaska was badass, man. You know Alaska's always badass. It's my old stomping ground. I spent years up there. We went to some of my old towns. Even worked for an old buddy of mine. He's there. He's there? God dang it. Where the fuck is Charles now? How do I gotta look for the motherfucker? What do you mean he's there? Where is he? Is he at the Planet Fitness? Catnap. Catnip. Catnap. Cuddles. Oh, please clear up the no child support lies. Again, for the haters, I want to serve up some humble pie. That's up to Kara. She can establish that if she wants to or not. I'll tell you from my side. Kara never, there was never ever a judgment for child support against me. She never chased child support. Of course, because I always felt that it was, maybe she felt a little bit bad because of everything that happened with the YouTube and the income that was coming from YouTube. And, you know, and yes, all the way up until for about almost an entire year, yeah, I gave Kara every bit of the YouTube income that came in, aside from $100 in which I would go fix my phone and get it started. That's up to her. If she would like to talk about that or would like to comment on that, she sure as heck can. You know, in the times outside of that, after I lost the YouTube income, I didn't even have a job to pay. So did I ever work a job under the table, trying not to pay child support. Yeah, I worked a job twice in Alaska just to be able to eat and to get back. Have I had a job this whole time where I could have paid child support and done that and not? No. And she knew that, and that's why there was never ever a judgment against me. What is happening with drink drugs? My sober teetotaler, weed, beers. Nope. Right now, 100% sober. I've had the occasional beer every now and then. I'm not the type of person who's like, I'm never having another beer in my life. Just because I feel like self-control is a little bit more than that. I had about 5-6 beers in the time that I was with Priscilla. You guys know I drank when I went to the Slabs. And, and I've had a beer since I got back to Texas. Didn't even get drunk. But with a friend of mine, I had a beer. And so, no drinking, no getting drunk. I go weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks without ever having a drink. I've been 3, 4, 5 months. And it's basically just not going to happen again. So I'll say that. Christopher, good night. Coffee? Yeah, Squirrel Lips, I drink coffee. As a matter of fact, I still do the shake. I don't just drink coffee, but you know how they say, like, people that are newly sober and stuff, too much sugar, too much caffeine? That's me. I put the coffee in my shake, and I put about anywhere from 4 to 6 scoops of instant coffee. So, like 4 to 6 cups. And that gets me going. Yep, dildo, no more hookers and blow, baby. Hookers and blow are out. Please say B&D sucks Joanne's toe, and I still abide by the truce. B&D does suck your toe, but he's not even worth mentioning on here. Poor sad feller, has made his only existence in life, his only way to be noticed in life, riding my coattail. So, I can't help but feel sorry for the guy. You know what I mean? He's obviously got some real problems in life. It's funny because anybody that ever watches him is like, I don't care if what he's saying is true or not. The guy's a fucking sad nutcase. Yeah, well. And they need company. Can we start a petition to get my hobo hat back from Tommy? Good idea, Rusty. Good idea. Yeah, so, why should I care about that? You guys know that I've never known what he said. I'm sorry for everybody else that supported me, and he did come out there. I can say that easily because I had nothing left to lose. I lost everything in life. There's other people out there that might have been in a little bit more fragile situation, hanging by a thread, or affected by what people can possibly say about him. And, he was a piece of shit for doing that and such. But hey, all I got to say is, that piece of shit van made it to Alaska and back without hardly a problem other than a fucking U-joint. And I got there and did whatever the fuck it is I wanted to, regardless. So, and that'll always be the case. Oops. Do we have an Annie Stacy in the room? Yeah, it was faster in the A-Team van. Squirrel Lips wants me to know my thoughts on good job, buddy. He's just a person, he's just a person, so I don't care, I've said a lot of things on YouTube for controversial sake and get people riled up and stuff and poke the bear, and I could give a shit less. You know, I can say one thing, regardless of how much you ever wanted to troll me or do this or do that stuff. The guy's got my phone number and never gave it out. And so I give him 100% pure respect as far as that goes, and know that, you know, he ain't out to fucking to really hurt me. Shit. The guy just might like to talk some shit every now and then. So I don't really care, you know. I don't. Snizzy Town, I'll hear your truck. It's loud. It's old. Snizzy, are you on your way over here, Sniz? Snizzy, you here? You on your way over here, buddy? Hopefully you're gonna bring a porter pisser with you, because I got a piss. I'm gonna have to go back behind this building over here and go take a hobo piss. Let me show you guys where I'm at right here. This is my old stomping grounds, guys. I probably got about 6, 7, and 10 square blocks of here. You know? Nate, love you too, brother. Once you get in a room, let us know so we can send pizzas. Thank you, Karma. Thank you. Well, hopefully I will. You know, that's the goal right now is, you know, I mean, it's hard. You know, the hardest part about right now, living on the streets and doing this is one, I'm 100% dedicated. Two, I'm sober. So I got no escape as far as being cold. I don't feel so lonely. You know, I'll tell you one thing. I never felt so lonely in my life as with being with Priscilla, because Priscilla had family. She's from that Hispanic family, and she had family. I mean, let's just say this. She FaceTimed her tias every day, right? FaceTimed her tias every day. FaceTimed her mom 3, 4, 5 times. Granny fucking 3, 4, 5 times. You know, but I mean, your tias, your aunts every day. You know what I mean? And I never gave a shit about that, never tried to stop that, but, you know, it made me feel lonely, you know, because I had no family. I've got no immediate family other than Kara and my kids to call. You know, there's nobody. I got 2 estranged uncles, and that's it. There's absolutely nobody. So, you know, I felt kind of lonely there. Do I feel lonely now? No, I feel loved, but I am, you know, behind a building. And the hardest part about this is staying clean to try and go to work. I can go show up at a buddy's house, take a shower, do things like that. But, you know, it works kind of on your confidence, your self-confidence, as far as, you know, that I'm always dirty or smelly. You know, I mean, I was with Kara today at her, you know, her appointment and stuff. And, you know, with these people who are some of the closest people in her life. And I can sit there and smell myself, you know. And if I, you know, and I can't have the kids over to spend the night. I've got nowhere to do that. So, yeah, I mean, if I could get into a place and get into, even if it's a hotel, like one of these places like this suite, you know, the place that I'm looking at, like I said, is it's a 1-bedroom suite. You know, it's got a separate bedroom, living room, full-size kitchen, the whole shebang. And it's $7.90 a month, you know, just straight up. No first, no last, no, you know, credit. It's there. And I can get into that and I can start. And then I can start having the self-confidence of knowing that I'm clean, I'm ready. You know, I can cook dinner for Kara. I can cook things for her. I can, you know, hang out with the kids. They can come spend the night, do all that stuff, you know, that I've longed for all this time. So, you know, if you want to help out with that, the PayPal's down there. And, you know, or go and buy a shark tooth. Links in the description. Got plenty of them. Thanks, Tina. Yep, that's something I could do is anytime fitness. Yeah, you're right, Kara. Cuddles would be the best thing. Just straight cuddles with the family. Anytime fitness and or Planet Fitness, and it's actually right there. That's Planet Fitness right across from me. A month-to-month apartment here is $7.90, all bills paid, And that's kind of like, these are suite hotels, you know. So, you know, big ones, you know. Where the heck is Snizzy Town? Where are you at, Snizzy Sniz? Made in China. Hold on, guys. Yeah, you know, hey, the shark's teeth. Hey, we dug them out. These ain't no just cheap little Moroccan shark's teeth and stuff. You know, I've got them from, like I said, from $15 a piece, all the way up to a tooth that's 150. So, you know, if one of you guys wants my best known tooth out there, amen to that. Dildo, of course, I'm gonna ship it out tomorrow, dude. We will get everything shipped out tomorrow. Anybody who orders anything tonight will be shipped out tomorrow. Sneezy said 15-20 minutes. Alex is buying one tomorrow. Right on. We'll save my store. We're gonna have lots more. Like I said, I'm gonna have a lot more coming. So not to say that you should wait. Believe me, I'd love to be in a hotel with my kids by tomorrow. But there will be more. So there'll be lots of them out there. Make sure you guys mash that thumbs up for Kara. Mash that thumbs up for the kids. In the Bay Area, just probably nothing less than $2,500 a month for a shithole. Yep, no legal bud in Texas, Mr. Herb. But I can still get you everything you ever needed. Yeah, PayPal in the description should be updated 1 minute, and I'm going to check that out